Hello, my name is Allie and welcome to my channel. We are back with Radiant Tale, still the common route. Now, I'm giving y'all a heads up. I probably sound like a nasal Nancy because my allergies are so bad right now. I mean, it's the worst they've been in a while, so I do apologize, but just bear with me. Anyway, whoa. And then what we saw. Dragon. Could that be Vilio? Do you think? The interior was just as extravagant as the exterior, and at the center of the brilliantly lit stage stood a being with a majestic aura. It had a towering crimson body, dignified horns, powerful wings, and large claws. I had thought that they only existed in fairy tales and picture books, but my eyes now told me otherwise. It was a dragon. Vilio was telling the truth. We could only stand there, mouths agape. Then the red dragon noticed us. Ah! Our gazes collided into each other. The dragon thrust his head toward us before opening his mouth wide and roar. The end. And that's the end of the story. I hope you all enjoyed. No, just kidding. Then that evening. Oh my goodness. They all look so unhappy. It's the picture of gloom. A feast for both the eyes and the stomach was spread on the table, courtesy of Spiria, who put in all her skill. In contrast, the circus members that sat on the chairs each had dark, overcast faces. I can't blame them. It caused quite a stir and turned into such a mess. In the end, even the public security forces had to be deployed.
Did you plan on burning down the tent and the plaza along with it?
I know. I'm the one at fault here. Someone finally came to watch, and I was so happy that I was careless.
Nearly dying from carelessness sure sounds hilarious. Perhaps it was a silver lining that the audience seats were practically empty.
But the fact that nearly nobody came to watch is still a little saddening. Maybe we really should have advertised our show properly beforehand.
What were you thinking in the first place when you decided we didn't need a promotion?
Hey, we're a royal and respectable group that answers directly to the king. I figured, even if I didn't do any ads, as long as we had the tent set up, people would swarm like bees to honey.
Indeed, there was a crowd. However,
it's pointless if they don't come in, right? Today was just a rehearsal in the end, okay? It's fine if we messed up. There's always next time and all.
Then we'll have to inform people first next time. How are we going to do that?
Oh, people will just show up.
Just say you haven't put any thought into it.
Sorry for interrupting your meal. Here's dessert. Please eat some sweets. Hopefully they'll lift your spirits a little.
Lady.
It looks wonderful.
I suppose I'll have some. Although the results didn't turn out to be, well, ideal. What kind of performance was it supposed to be if everything went right? Oh, curious, are we? Fine. Then your wonderful Ginia will make a special exception and answer you this time. First, we would appear with gorgeous clothes, ones that would rival the tent and steal everyone's attention. Naturally, all our garments are custom made. Then, cutting-edge mystic tools and lights of every color in the spectrum will make me mystic tools, made and powered by mystic stones. These devices can artificially recreate spirits' magic. Even humans without mana can use these tools to cast spells. They are widely used among the common people and have been essential items in everyday life. I mean, make us shine on stage. And, of course, the star of our show this time is Vilio in his dragon form, titled Your Friendly Neighborhood Dragon. Your Friendly Neighborhood Dragon? That gets my blood pumping. Right? Then we have a fantastical water magic show, a clown comedy routine, and martial arts demonstration that'll blow you away. Clown! A performer that entertains by wearing a flashy costume and acting in a comical manner. Martial arts demo. One of two things: practicing martial arts or performing in front of others using martial arts techniques. Okay. They all sound exciting. With all that space you have in the tent, you could probably let guests ride on the dragon's head and fly around. Oh, and if you allow people to ride on the dragon's back as part of the show, the kids would love it.
On my back? That's a great idea.
Seeing magic and martial arts up close is also a rare opportunity, so I think plenty of people would be intrigued. Plus, girls tend to love romantic settings, so if you set up special seats for couples, for example, I think you'd attract many people.
I see. So we could arrange different types of seats depending on our main attraction. That might make it less daunting for people.
Then, if you have mystic tools that can amplify your voice, all the spectators can hear your voices from the stage too. So you could even perform a story.
You mean we could act out a picture book or tale that everyone knows about? I think a lot of people would enjoy that. It sounds wonderful.
Oh, oops. It sounded so fun that I just kept rambling.
It's been a while since I heard the last one of your machine gun idea barrages.
Idea barrage. One of our heroine's habits, in which she just keeps coming with new ideas. She acquired this habit when trying to come up with a way to make Liber's customers happy. Those who don't know this side of her are usually surprised at the first time. Oh, sorry, my nose. Sorry, I'm an outsider, but I ended up running my mouth. Oh, what do I do? I butted in so much, they might have been annoyed. I'm really You, join the circus. Huh?
That's brilliant. Join us.
I suppose it's better than leaving it all in Ginnia's hands, at least.
Well, I agree.
If you're with us, I think we can put on an exceptional show.
I love how he's just quiet, stoic, like whatever. Okay, now that we've all agreed, let's sign a contract immediately. First, yada yada, regarding the contractee, promises that during the journey and so on. What? Me joining this group? And did he just say journey? Wait, hold up. What do you mean by join? And what's this about a journey?
I mentioned that circus was banded together for the prince, right? Our goal is to actually make a flower called Flora bloom for the prince.
Flora?
Never heard of that one before. What we call Flora is a mystic flower made from altering and refining chloris.
Flora. A new type of mystic flower developed after researchers proved chloris nectar effective in curing the prince. This flower seed is crystallized from chloris nectar, and it can only bloom once it has absorbed enough human happiness. Filled with enormous amounts of mana, a bloomed flora has a much more potent effect than a chloris. However, getting a flora to blossom takes huge quantity of emotions. Circus's mission is to make them bloom. Interesting, okay. Still trying to get Sephora's voice right. I'm guessing maybe... I was trying to think of maybe Saito with Hakuoki, but then I keep changing it. I don't know why. We'll see. Just bear with me. When we get to the actual routes, it may be a little different, but anyway. It's a special item that'll likely be more effective as a cure for the prince. It's only normal that the general public is unaware. You see, the flora works in the same way as the chloris. It blooms due to happiness. That's why we need to put on performances and bring joy to many, many people.
And it has to be done at each of the 5 major cities.
The major 5. I like that, the major 5. Okay, anyway. The umbrella term for the main 5 cities in Escoltia. The capital, Arthair. Calidia, I guess. The Scholar City, Cultura. The Labyrinth City, Oriens, the city on water, and Ferris, the dual city. So many cities. But, as you know very well, our show in the capital unfortunately didn't work out. And the reason for that is, frankly, because we are just too royal and special. In other words, what our elegant group currently lacks is a commoner like you. Huh? Thus, I shall appoint you as the public relations manager and producer of Circus. Wait. Stop right there. That's impossible. I can't. I'm just an average run-of-the-mill waitress. I could never accept such a special job. Ratty, Spiria, help me. I looked toward them with pleading eyes, and Spiria spoke up for me while looking exasperated. I still don't know what voice to do for her.
I'm very honored that you have such faith in her and all. But do you really think you can get away with snatching our poster girl that easily?
Ah, but I'm not coming empty-handed, of course. When we talked yesterday about this tavern, you mentioned that you want to renovate the kitchen since it's getting old, right?
You also said that if you had the funds, you would like to go traveling.
To add to that, when you were looking at the tourist guidebook earlier, you muttered, would be nice if we got on there too.
And what about it?
The agreement is that if Circus fulfills our duty, the king will personally grant each of us one request. Renovation, traveling, publicity, and so on. The world would be your oyster.
Well, I do think it's like a dream come true, but that doesn't mean I can allow her to be taken advantage of.
Oh, but we aren't asking her to work for the rest of her life. 5 successful shows, 5 blooming flowers, then our journey ends. Let me put it this way. That's all it takes to grant any desire you have. When he puts it like that, it does sound like a great deal. Looks like we've got a yes here. In that case, let's not waste time. Sign right here, would you? Wait, please wait. I still need to think about it. Uh-oh. Okay, this is the beginning scene. No need to worry. Why hesitate, after all? All you have to do is write your name and you'll get exactly what you wish for. I mean, true. I've been a little bothered by the wear and tear of the tavern lately. And Spiria's always busy, so I want to help her get a chance to travel and relax, but... So come on, hurry and sign. I don't like this. I don't like how he's like trying to force her to sign now. There's probably something in the small print that she wasn't able to read that we're going to find out later in the story. Well, get on with it. You're the perfect addition to our team. Not to mention that saying His Highness is the dearest wish of everyone in this country. Wouldn't it be natural for a citizen of good conscience to do everything they can? Natural? It was natural that an Arthair citizen would try to save the prince. It would even benefit our tavern in Spiria, so joining Circus might really be natural. Thinking that, I decided to reach for the pen, but that was when...
Wait, let's pause things here.
I get what you're all about now, but asking someone to make such a decision on the spot is pretty unfair. She's her own person, and she has her own feelings. Give her time to think, will you?
Spiria and Ratty cut into the conversation. I suppose I can arrange that. I'll come again tomorrow, so please have your mind made up by then. I look forward to getting a big yes. Wink. He's going to be one of those characters. After that conversation, Ginny returned home and the others in the group all retired to their guest rooms. We closed for the night, which draped a veil of silence over the tavern. Then Ratty, Spiria, and I talked.
They're going around to all the big cities performing and making flowers bloom. And they want you to be in charge of their promotion. I have that right?
Public relations manager and producer. I think that's what they said.
The thing about granting our wishes was also way too sudden. Feels surreal, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, it does sound like a fantastic opportunity, but the crux of the matter is that their show is an important job, one that has a part in healing the prince's heart, right?
That's what they said, yes.
There's no way I could take that on. And I think they gave that offer to me probably just on a whim or as a joke. Yeah, that's it. That must be it. Once I realized that, things were simple. Okay, I've made up my mind. I'll decline them formally tomorrow.
Lady,
the only place I belong is Liber. I could never go off on a journey with those strange people if it meant leaving you two. Never.
Well, you've got a point there. You'd suffer both mentally and physically if you traveled with those guys. If that's what you've decided on, that's the best thing for you. I'll back you up so you can stand tall and give them a big no.
Okay, thanks, Ratty. I must say, though, they really surprised me today. First, a real dragon, then a spirit contractor, an information broker, and an ex-officer. Even the leader's a noble.
What were they even thinking when they came up with that roster?
But having traits that set them apart can also work in their favor. If they performed well, it'd be an amazing show. It's a little wasteful considering that. Oh my goodness, what's going on out there?
Ginny had told me, when humans stay at inns, it's good etiquette to barge into people's rooms to do girl talk and gossip. That's why I brought Pascalia along.
That cursed noble. What rubbish is he teaching this guy? Listen, forget about it and go back to your room.
Velio definitely doesn't know what those terms mean. And I'm going to let you guys go here. I hope you are enjoying, and I'll see you in the next one.